Right. Murder of 5-year-old Hanifa. Governor revokes private school licenses. Who burns? Suspect arraigned. You find the story on page 2.
Mm.
The governor has decided to revoke licenses of all private schools
in Kano State.
Yes. Is that the way to go? Is that how to handle
that question has arose. Yeah, when it was announced yesterday that Kano Governor Ganduje, in his first reaction to that gruesome killing of the 5-year-old Hanifa, ordered the Commissioner of Education Kano to shut down all schools, private schools, for recertification and probably profiling of school owners. The question was, is that not, bringing a sledgehammer to an ant fight? That was the question. Is that not too much? Everyone have to stay at home, that time private school because of this. But I think the government's argument is that they need to be able to identify owners of school. Because in the Hanifa matter, young Hanifa was killed by the school proprietor. It is the owner of that school that planned and executed the mother of that little 5-year-old child. So I think that was a worry straight to the government, that perhaps we don't even know who owns these schools. Are they fit for purpose? Are they fit and proper persons? Are they people with the kind of human integrity to look after children? So I think that's why they closed down all schools. But for what it's worth, they have to do this quickly. At least maybe in a week, we certify these schools, give them new certificates, and then profile the owners so people can go back to school. Because if you shut down schools indefinitely because of that incident, then it looks generally unfair to the people. What should matter now is the law takes its course, on the 3 people. The proprietor of that school, his wife, and his friend who helped him bury the little girl. I think the matter they've been arraigned in court. And there's really no big case against them because they have all confessed to the crime. And I'm happy to hear Governor Ganduje say with speed he will sign the death warrant. So we expect the judiciary now to finish this matter. It has to go on to trial, and then it's a bad case for them. Really, because an open matter they have all confessed to, and then let the law prevail on this matter. I think that will bring closure to the family. For the other issue, the government needs now to know how to certify and allow people who like that to own schools, or not allow them to own schools. So the decision to close them is double-edged. It's a double-edged sword in this case. First, I think that it serves the purpose of trying to recertify the schools, but if you close it for too long, it's going to have an effect on ordinary people. So I'm sure Governor Ganduje is an educationist. You should know this. He needs to move fast on this.
And the school was also burned.
You can't help that. Police have been guarding the school for days. But as soon as the security agencies took their eye off it, they were waiting for this. Those are the kind of places, very volatile places, Kano. And that's all they know. Put it on fire. No tears for the owner of that school, really. There are no tears for him. There's not anybody who do against him that you elicit pity for him now. The schools will have to go, and then you have to pay with his life ultimately for that crime, that heinous crime. Murdering a child, an innocent child. Every time you see the picture of little Hanifa, your heart breaks again.
Beautiful child.
Sad.
JAMB fixes April for UTME. You'll find the story on page 3. UNAU ECOWAS condemn coup in Burkina Faso. You find the story on page 27. Now the whereabouts of the president is unknown.
President Roch Kabore. It's happening in the continent, especially in our region, the sub-region of West Africa, the ECOWAS region, Mali first, Guinea, now Burkina Faso. Small boy soldiers are just taking over government. I listened to the Lieutenant Colonel or the young general who spoke on behalf of the school makers in Burkina Faso. And they did not have a reason for closing the coup, really. Because they were interpreting, I was speaking in French, they were interpreting. I wanted him to say, he said that there's been an insurgency in the country since 2015 and that the government has not been able to manage the insurgency. Since 2015, it's not, So I think these are power-hungry soldiers who can't stay in the barracks, and it behoves an ECOWAS to change all of this kind of narrative. But the ECOWAS today is weak because what happened in Mali. The people in Mali ignored ECOWAS. ECOWAS threatened, imposed sanctions, they ignored them. Happened in Guinea, the same thing. I remember in Cape Verde, not too long ago, when President Obasanjo was in power in this country, they did this similar thing in Cape Verde. Obasanjo went to Cape Verde by himself. He called the man that plotted the coup, asked him to hand over back to the civilian president. He went back. Sometimes you need men like that in ECOWAS.
Yes.
I don't think the president of ECOWAS today is the Ghanaian president. I'm sure he's more interested in Ghanaian affairs than ECOWAS affairs. President Buhari is not even too involved. He has an ECOWAS envoy, President Jonathan. So every time this happens, they send one small envoy. in sub-regional Africa, in this West Africa area, military coups are becoming a fashion again. Because these countries, Burkina Faso, Mali, Guinea, some boys in the barracks just when they get bored, they go and take power. They arrest the president and keep him incommunicado for days, and they take power. And more importantly, people on the streets jubilate. Yesterday in Burkina, in the streets of Ouagadougou, people were jubilating. I was surprised. They are taking your government from you. Why are you jubilating? It's happening. It's unfortunate. But there are some small gains here and there. Places like Malawi, democratic elections have brought in the president, Lazarus Chakwera. Yesterday, he sacked his entire cabinet for corruption. Everybody in the cabinet, everybody go. The lands minister was involved in shady lands. He took a bribe, was arrested. The energy minister was involved in shady deals around oil and fuel.
Yes.
He has been removed from his post. And then the minister for labor was diverting COVID funds. This is a country where the president was going to attend a conference in Scotland recently. He went by commercial plane. He can't fly private jet because the country is broke. And then this kind of corruption. So the man just sat down, decided to sack the entire cabinet. So he did. And he came to power on the promise of, I will fight corruption in this country. Yet 2 weeks ago, 2 major church groups in the country told him, "You are not fighting the corruption you said you will fight." Just oppose that with what's happening in Nigeria, for instance. President Buhari came to power on the promise of fighting corruption, battling the economy and saving us from security crisis. But nobody can speak up to the president. The president has acted, he has sacked the cabinet. So in President Malawi, she's small games. But in the other countries, Guinea, Mali, and yesterday Burkina Faso, military boys are just playing with government. It's sad, really. ECOWAS have moved to say, restore power to bring the security of President Kabore is in your hands and all that. But that's what ECOWAS does. They will go to sleep, and this military government will continue to prevail in Burkina Faso. Really sad. That's the country of Thomas Sankara. You know what Burkina Faso means? The land of the honest men.
Wow.
That's the meaning of Burkina Faso. But what we're saying now,
an irony.
God talkly young military boys who want power badly. Africa. Things haven't changed yet.
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more, leave a comment and like. Thank you.